Hey, welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a mostly professional tarot card reading from my haunted house in a creepy graveyard. Tonight's special is the buy one get one free. Oops. I just knocked over the thing I bought flowers with that I keep under this table. So you can buy one get one free. That means any reading that you get is a buy one get one free. So if you get a $1 yes or no, it's a free yes or no question too. Hey Em, how have you been? How's life treating you? It's nice to see you. I'm going to turn the spirit box on and the REMpod as well here pretty soon. Just going to wait for a few people to come in before I do the first free collective message. Opening up the chat on the phone so I can at least read it because it just goes by too fast on the iPad. I'm okay. Thanks so much for asking. Thanks so much for coming by and hanging out. Don't forget to like the live. The more likes, the better. A little stressed out, but good. Yeah, I think we all go through that a little bit stressed out, but a good thing. Come here, Gypsy. Come here, baby. How am I doing? I'm okay. Just working a lot and trying to reorganize my life in my haunted house. It's been quite a horror flick around here with that. But yeah, it's just like one of those times of year where it's like, you know, I'm just ready for the home I live in to like align with what's going on inside of me. No private or personal questions, please. Please try to stay on topic. The topic is tarot, music, manifesting, animals. We can talk about animals. Don't ask me personal questions though. Thanks, I appreciate that. If you have any questions about tarot or manifesting, law of assumption, law of expectation, you know, we pretty much try to stay on topic here. If you have any questions about the spirit box or the REMpod or ghosts or the haunted house, you know, feel free to ask. So if there's any evidence that tarot is fun, and if so, why are you hiding it from all the scientists? Well, it's not my fault if scientists aren't actually studying the theory of tarot cards, but you know, it's kind of like some people find bungee jumping fun, some people don't. Some people find eating meat to be fun, some people don't. Some people find sex to be fun, some people don't. Some people find doing drugs and drinking is fun, some don't. Some feel that driving real fast is fun, some don't. Some think that tarot cards are fun to do, some don't. You know, it's a personal preference, really. God would never tell me to stop doing what pleases me. God would want me to excel past my limiting beliefs and circumstances that many humans are lost in. Remember, every sinner is a saint and every saint is a sinner. Judge not, lest you be judged.
What are you in there crying for, baby?
How you doing? You okay? Why are you in the hallway whining? Why are you in the hallway whining, baby? Oh, I got all the comments. Oh, it's only the truth. It's just science. And this is not a, this is not a courtroom with, with the Council of the Universe, so. Some pretty strange stuff, huh? Welcome, Molly. How's your evening been, sweetheart? Evidence that it's real. If I told you that this was the moon, a picture of the moon, you wouldn't say, no, it's not. It's not a picture of the moon. It's not a picture of Dorothy Zornak or whatever the fuck her name is on Golden Girls sitting on the moon. No, that's not what it is. See how real it is? See how real that tarot card is? It's so real that even the Vatican uses tarot cards. So do your history. Do your research. Pick up a book and read it instead of reading comments on YouTube. Maybe pick up your Bible and learn it before you come and try to slap it across a spiritual teacher's face on their channel, on their website, on their social media, to their face. I'm glad you feel better now that you're in my arms, puppy. Hey, welcome back, Metal Rain. How's your day? Is Napa Valley still on fire? Hey, Em, thanks so much for the donation. I appreciate that. What's your question? Will my son improve in school? Oh, I'm sure he will. Let's see what your most trusted and strongest spirit guides say about that. Yeah, I had several learning disabilities, and I was born mostly deaf, so I did have my trials and errors regarding that. But as I got older and older and more older, my hearing got better. I had a mom who was very understanding and also a very good teacher. She had a master's degree in computer science. She was also a nurse. She put herself through college several times. You know, and she also studied child psychology. And she used a lot of her education to help me grow and mold. But you don't have to have all that education to help your child grow and mold and become, you know, better and achieve better things. Just, you know, the learning disability is just a learning disability. That's all it is. You know, it's not a mental health disorder. It's not a mental health problem. You know, and even if there was some kind of looming mental health issue, it's still something that can be overcome, you know, with patience, guidance, and even, you know, learning what you can do to help. You know, sometimes you might have to really go over his schoolwork with him or her. I think you said you had a boy, right? You know, and just make sure that it's correct. And if it's not correct, you know, correct the child of the errors of its ways regarding its education. But see, you got the Eight of Pentacles showing you that, yes, he will build a fortune through his education, as well as finding the time to become balanced through that education and through that schoolwork and through the learning disability. It will be something he overcomes. Who knows, this card could even be saying that someday he'll be a chef in that Eight of Pentacles, or maybe a cake maker. Let's see what the card is on the bottom of the deck. I feel as if as he grows older, it'll be easier for him to communicate what it is that he is having issues with in his studies. But remember, no matter how old they are, they're always going to have a learning disability. So they're going to have, if they have dyslexia, ADHD, you know, it's going to be something that's going to always stick with them, that they're just going to have to work through on a daily basis. Some days it'll be stronger than others. Some days it won't. I mean, my Franken-Dad is almost 105 years old. So Franken-Dad is still like, you know, he's still going through dyslexia and still going through high functioning autism. But you know what? He does really great at it. I mean, at life. He's done really great at life, doing great at life, despite these few learning disabilities that he still has as an adult every once in a while, every once in a blue moon, that he's had since he was a child. But you know, he speaks multiple languages and has a great education and still has some of those learning disabilities. Sometimes still has to come to me and ask, like, hey, can you remind me how to spell this? Or, hey, I've never heard of this word before. What does it mean and how do you spell it correctly? Or, you know, I can tell when he's having a dyslexic moment, like, is who and who the same thing? Like, no, Dad. There's the band The Who, and then there's who is that, WHO, and then there's who like an owl. So, you know, and these kind of things, where, and where, and when, and there, and there, and are, and like, these can be very confusing things to people with learning disabilities and dyslexia, but they can be overcome, as long as they're willing to overcome it, okay? So don't worry too much. I think that the school system really tried to, like, stress my parents out about it. And my mom was like, whatever, you're getting a C, that's average. Don't worry about it, baby, you're smart. You know, everything else was a B and an A or an A+, but when it came to math, I was terrible at math. It was always like a C or a D. But, you know, well, I mean, I haven't really used much past division. I've never really used, like, algebra or anything crazy like that in any of my studies, so... you know, there's not much algebra use when you're, you know, acting in films and doing extra work in films and doing theater and making music. Oh, yes, there is math and music. I think, had I not had, you know, music, maybe I would be worse in math now these days, but it's been fun. I will have to say, it's been interesting and fun, yes, having a learning disability. Because I feel like it's just made me more creative. And the thing about my learning disability is that it was like, oh, well, you're getting the math problem right, But you're doing it wrong. You're not doing it correct from the textbook from 1950 Stormies, so you're getting an F. You have to learn it the way the teacher teaches you, not the way you're processing it in your brain by yourself without a calculator. It's so stupid. It's like the 21st century, and they're telling me I'm doing my math wrong because I'm not doing it the way the textbook from the 50s is teaching it. Do you feel better now that you're in my arms? I feel better now that you're in my arms. And just work with him, yeah. You know, go over his homework. You know, if there's something that's incorrect on it, like I said, correct the error of his ways. If the teacher says, hey, this or that or that or this, you know, work on it little by little. The important thing is not to stress the child out about its needs and its overall issues. Make them aware of it, but don't make them about it. Do you see what I mean? I think that was one of my mom's biggest shits, is that, like, the school system was like, oh, we must put her in a developmental learning center. She must be in a developmental learning center where we can keep an extra eye on her because she's so aware of everything. You know, my mom's like, okay, we'll go check it out. But when she saw, like, the school desks, you know, nailed to the floor, and, you know, this whole situation making her feel uncomfortable because the walls are black and there's bars on the window. Like, it's like, is this a mental health hospital or is this a developmental educational center? So I was like, and the school kept making me think that I had a mental problem because I couldn't do math correct when it was weird for me to have to understand, because when you're 6 or 7 years old, you know, you have a very abstract mind. You're gonna already be everything and everybody and everything you ever wanted to be by the time you're 7. So have fun. Hi, Hannah. Yeah, you can ask a question. You can ask a question about tarot or law of assumption, law of attraction, and manifesting. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Actually, I went to go make a thumbnail through ChatGPT for the live. And the ChatGPT's like, hey, I think your hair would look fabulous like this, so I tried it. Just for fun. Yeah, I don't do, like, free tarot questions, but I will, like, answer questions about tarot, manifesting, law of assumption, spiritual education, things like that. The haunted house I live in, a creepy graveyard, the ghosts. I'm going to do the collective message now that there are several people in chat, so the first collective message will happen in just a moment. I just need to get the dog settled. Yeah, and it's buy one, get one free tarot card readings, so if you buy one tarot card reading, you get the other one free. So, Em, if you want to do your second question, we can, or I can just note that you have a free question that you'd like to ask at another time, if you don't have another one. I'm calling forth our most strongest and trusted spirit guides as a collective to give us some guidance this week in our careers, in our lives, in regards to a spirit message about that kind of situation for us. You want to get down, baby? Yeah. Run away. Good girl. I take PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Super Chats. There may be a third party at work. There may be a third party involved in your career that's making you really push yourself forward in your situation. But Spirit's telling you, you know, celebrate the hard work you've done. Because a little bit of our time is coming for rest and relaxation for you, loved ones, partners, more money coming in for you. Okay? Just give me one more moment. I'll be right back. Sorry, the puppy keeps whining. Am I here? Is the sound and the video here? Sorry, I'm having some technical difficulties. Thank you, Molly. Hey, Meryl, how are you, babe? It's good to see you, sweetheart. Welcome to the Chammy. So yeah, there are a couple rules here at the haunted house. Can you hear me? You can hear me, type yes in the chat. Party, it's a party here every night, babe. An ADHD party. Just get your tea, get your coffee, get your bong, get your candy. Whatever you indulge in, get it, grab it, good. And come chat and chill with me. Maybe I can put a little bit of music on or something. Can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me. Hey Liz, welcome back to the Chammy. Yes, I'm back, Hannah. How was your day, Liz? How's home? How's the Garden of E? Yay, you're here for the ADHD party. So, we did have a birthday party last night, but I'm going to start doing those tarot movie ghost hunting nights again once a week. I'm sorry I stopped those. I just didn't think I could continue them working on the iPad, doing my lives on the iPad. But maybe just like a short 15, 20-minute short film like I used to do. I think 30 minutes might be too long unless everybody's really like, oh yeah, I'm dying to watch that hour-long Phantom of the Opera. Or that hour-long Alice in Wonderland from 19 whatever. So if there's any like public domain horror films or noir films that you guys like or you want me to show, let me know. Leave it in the comments. I need to do the timestamps for the last couple of shows for the collective messages, which I haven't done. The chat on the channel because I can't read it from here because it goes by too fast. One more night with a splint. You saw a dolphin? Cool. You also got pooped on by a seagull? Oh, that's good luck. That's so funny, you know, I was just reading about, like, that, like, that whole thing about it being good luck if a bird poops on you was just, I wasn't even, like, I didn't even Google it, like, I just asked a question about birds, because the birds are getting ready to migrate to your part of the South, especially the hummingbirds, and I guess it's good luck to get shit on by a bird. And now you're talking, I'm like, oh, I wonder if any of my friends are going to come around and be like, a bird pooped on me, and I'll be able to share that with them. I'm sorry that happened to you, babe, but it's good luck. So, make a wish. I guess Gypsy's crying because she wants to go to bed and she wants me to hold her while she goes to bed because she's spoiled. Hey, did you have a question, Hannah, that you wanted to ask? I'm just gonna catch up with the chat here for a minute. Oh, cool. Full of butterflies, awesome. Yeah, I think everybody wants to feel better after getting shit on. You know, whether it's a person who disrespects you and breaks your heart, or if it's somebody who trolls you, or even if it's just a bird that poops on you. You know. Luckily it wasn't a runny poop. God bless it. Alright, have a nice shower, sweetheart. Think of me while you bathe. Sorry, I gotta tell it to all my friends. They're like, I'm going to take a shower now. Wow, 1 year ago tonight you were in Asheville. Wow, Molly, that is so cool. I hope that you get to go back soon. Yeah, but I knew where you were. Pay-per-view was good? What pay-per-view? Let me scroll up and read. Thanks so much for your subscription, Hannah. I appreciate it. Y'all, don't forget to like the live. That lets the algorithm know that I am loved. Or that I am loved. I better go get the dog and hold her. She's gonna have a meltdown. Pay-per-view is good. I mean, I'm assuming that PPV means good. Yeah, I can't believe it's been a year. Years gone by so fast. God, a whole year's just felt like one day to me. What the fudge? AEW Forbidden Door. Oh, I wish I hadn't missed that, but I guess I missed it because I was working on the What the Fuck room, which has now become the What the Fuck kitchen. Be right back.
Come here, precious.
So I stubbed my toe today, and I split it open, and I couldn't stop the bleeding. Eventually did stop the bleeding, but it sucks. Will your love life improve this year? Gosh, I hope so. Yeah, they do hurt. And I'm usually always very, very careful, but I just... I didn't want to get out of my pajamas today, okay, you guys? And I didn't want to get into my tennis shoes like I do every day for work, so I just walked around in my house shoes. And my house shoes are open-toed, so let's get you a card. You need a love clarification card on your love life. Spirit, I'm calling forth M's most trusted and strongest spirit guides. What does she need to know about her love life? Will her love life improve this year? What does she need to know about that right now? So you got magic within and mapping the way. Let's see what these messages say for you. Hey Fiona, welcome back to the channel. Okay, I'm getting your messages here. So magic within, create space for personal growth and self-discovery. This very well may be telling you that it's time to clear out the clutter. It's time to clear out your head with writing more things down that you want to take care of, that you want to do in your life, that you want to succeed at, and that you want to focus on, that, you know, have to do with your self-concept and your ideas of life and love. Mapping the way. It would be very good to map the way out this way. Explore love and unexpected treasures. You know, there are so many different types of love. So start exploring what it is that you do love. Start mapping out an idea of what you want in your love story, whether it's romantic or just life or just career or just family or all of the above, okay? Because the magic is within you, and, you know, it's all about within, within, within. There's nothing outside of you to give it to you. Let's split the deck and see. So, yeah, you've got the Two of Cups here, which is your basic yes answer. Your love life will improve over the next few months into the new year in that Two of Cups. You know, and it could just be that this is the, you know, self-love as well. The more that you work on your self-love, the more, you know, you focus on your self-respect for yourself. I know it seems like a bit of a burden, but in that Ten of Wands, but talk to your loved ones, your close ones about it. You can talk to us about it, how you're feeling about it. You're not alone. A lot of us feel the same. Will our love lives improve? You know, whether we're in a relationship or not. Okay, thanks so much for your payment, Bree. I appreciate that. And thank you so much for your payment tonight as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. No likey, no ready. No subscription, no reading. So you starve this guy for your attention so much that he stalked you. You know, that sounds like one of the true crime horror stories that I read about the other day. And then I saw one like that in one of the true crime animes that's on YouTube. Or like, she met this guy and they got along really well. Okay, and he was really good looking and she was very attracted to him. He was very attracted to her. And he started talking about the Earth being flat, and she was like, what? And it just got a little bit more too weird for her, because he's like, yeah, I feel like I was sent to you to protect you from falling off the edge of the world, and it was just getting to be a little too strange for her. So she eventually broke it off, because he didn't really want to travel or see the world, but she did, despite them both being introverted. And eventually, you know, she broke up with him, but he ended up like stalking her because she felt it was better that, you know, she did starve him of attention just to get him to go away. Maybe he'd get the point, you know what I mean? Like, as much as attracted as she was, it was all the, you know, the conspiracy theory beliefs that were kind of just not as attractive, you know, made him less attractive. But yeah, he'd stalked her, tried to beat up her new boyfriend, kidnap her, you know, and she had to do some degrading things to get him to leave her alone. So be careful what you wish for out there. Be careful what you think about. What you think about, you bring about. Attention goes where attention flows. Yeah, I remember you saying that you would like to start dating again before excuse me, I'll be right back. My nose is running. I'm back. Excuse me. The chat stopped, so I need to go back and open it again so I can see what it says now. Okay, so Bree, did you have a question, sweetheart? He was really attractive, but the insecurities because too much. I finally went off on the guy and hoped that it worked. Okay, so you were attracted to him, but it was his insecurities that made you not attracted to him anymore? Well, to each is their own. I mean, that's what made you feel comfortable. If that's what was right for you, then what, you didn't do anything wrong. You know, you were only doing what felt right at this point. Excuse me. Oh, what are you crying about, sweetheart? What's going on, Gypsy, with a J? No. No, dog. Okay, let's see what your question says here. Let's see what the cards have for you. She always does this at this time of night, doesn't she? She starts getting all wham-wham. All right, good night, Em. It was good to see you, sweetheart. Yeah, and you don't need to be in a relationship that leaves you in acute paranoia, that's for sure. That's not what being in a relationship, you know, is about. You guys just didn't have a connection, and you were able to build the chemistry off of it. It's just that easy. just that simple. Sorry, I've had allergy issues all day. I don't know what's up with it. I guess fault's here. I wonder if it's snowing in New England yet. Molly, let's go ahead and see what your cards say. I'm just going to do Molly's question while I wait for your question. You do have a yes or no question. Bree, if you want to put it in the chat. Spirit, I'm calling forth Molly's most trusted and strongest spirit guides. What does she need to know about her specific person? How's he feeling? Now that they're a year into their connection, how's he feeling about it? And what does Molly need to know about that tonight? Wow, he's feeling like so much has changed in his life because of you, but in a good way. Definitely in a good way. Sorry, I dropped some cards. You know, despite the fact that, you know, there's a bit of mystery in it all, in that moon card, you have the Tower and you have the Four of Swords. This person kind of just lets it go with the flow. Their heart is full of a lot for you. It's as if they've in the last year, they've been able to turn their back on certain things and aspects of their own life to have this new beginning with you. In the Ace of Swords, they're feeling like this is, even though it's a bit of a mystery about where it's going, you know, they do have a big heart on for you, and they think about you before they go to bed at night. You're the last thing they think about in that Four of Swords. Are you thinking about him too before bed? But yeah, you're like, you know, he doesn't have to worry about you. He knows that you care and respect about his feelings, and he feels the same way. Let's see what the card is on the bottom of the deck. It's like you're, even though he's like a hermit, you're like the light at the end of the tunnel for this hermit. He's in deep introspective thought about the caring and the nurturing that has gone into your connection in this moon card. Even though it's a bit of a mystery what you guys are and where you guys are going. I mean, he knows what you guys are, but he's looking forward to creating more happy and harmonious moments with you in that Three of Pentacles. Why do my tarot cards keep getting stuck to my elbow? It's strange. But he is looking forward to creating more happy, harmonious moments with you, his friends, taking his time. Patience is really going to be a virtue here. You know that. With loving Libra. Isn't his birthday coming up soon? Have you thought about... Oh, excuse me. Have you thought about visiting him for his birthday? Spirit, how is Molly's specific person feeling about her specifically? How's he feeling about her? He feels happy and whole and balanced, and he kind of wishes he just lived with you. That was just you guys sometimes. He feels very impulsive about making that happen, but, you know, once again, patience is a virtue. Time is everything. Time is of the essence in this Temperance card. And look, on the bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups. It's definitely, truly, you are loved by this person. They do truly care genuinely about you, your well-being, and they know genuinely that you feel the same way. Let's see what kind of advice is in the little space deck here. And then I'm going to take a few minutes for myself, just to like get a fresh drink and back. And I'll do the second pre-collected message. Build your love garden. You planted your seeds, and now you're getting to watch them bear fruit. Stay optimistic about your love life with positive thinking and faith. Will bring you the romance that you desire. Whether it's him, whether it's with whoever it is that you desire, Molly. Okay, you already who you want to be in the relationship you want to be in. But really, it's how you might not be seeing it the way you want to see it, but that's because you're not seeing that maybe the result, despite it, the fact that it is going on and it is conspiring for you, and you are compelling it towards you. It's simply who you're being and thinking that is going to show up each time in your relationships, no matter who it's with. What you're thinking and feeling is basically what you're going to get, and you all know that's the truth. Tarot cards have said it 1,000 times. What tarot cards can't do it for you, they can let you know what you need to know right now. Or suggest it. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the dog. Doggy, dog, but I think she wants to go to bed. Alright, let me open the chat up so I can read what you said, Molly, about your reading. Oh, he did say happy birthday. That's good. His birthday's October 7th. Okay. Yeah, I hope you get to see her too, sweetheart. Oh, good. I'm so glad that it lines up with what Susan told you in June. That tower does really mean like he's got that big heart on for you. It doesn't mean that anything bad or negative. The tower can actually be a pretty awesome, hot card, especially when it's surrounded by other cards that are positive instead of negative. I know it's hard going home every trip. Did you ever find the owl? That owl is so cool. It's like the missing link. Okay, so you got the owl. Alright, cool. I can't wait to see it again. I love that thing. That was a great piece of artwork. Alright, I'll be right back. I just need to take a little break. I need to get a drink. And just take a few minutes for myself. I'll be right back. It won't take very long. Maybe like 5 minutes. I'm back. Sorry that took me a minute. I just had to find the right batteries for the spirit box. And then I had to plug in the iPad because it was dying. So I wasn't able to come back as soon as I wanted to come back. But thank goodness I have a drinky treat now. Woo! Let's see. Let's put this spirit box on. And put this REMpod on too. I keep hearing like the strangest noises outside the front door. Which I'm sitting right next to the front door on the other side of my office. In the the foyer area. Okay, that was me. Put this on charge. It's probably only going off because I just walked by it. Hey Meryl, welcome back, sweetheart. Sorry it took me a minute to come back. I'm glad anybody came back. Jesus. I know 1,000 people like to come by and say nothing, usually. Okay, so we have the... Oh my god, the dog whining is diabolical. I can't tell if there's like something that's freaking her out. Come here. Come here. She keeps making me chase her around the house. It's really weird. It's like this new game she likes to play with me or something. I don't understand it. Game she wants to play.
Low battery.
Oh no, low battery. I reject that version of you, speaker. It is late. So you're in trouble, Metal Rain. I can't stop thinking about that. Miserable Wednesday misfortunate meal at Wendy's. I can't stop thinking about the Frosty. You can have the fries and the ridiculous sauce and chicken there, but I'm taking the Frosty. Can I only get the Frosty if I get the disgusting, miserable meal? Oh, you sent in for a reading? You're going to help me buy one? Thank you. I didn't see it because my phone died. I had to put it on the charger. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your payment. Which reading did you get, Metal? Did you get like a $1 or did you get a 6, babe? Yeah, I could not stop thinking about that Frosty all day. It's your fault. I'm putting you on the naughty step for it. I'm not about to pay $25 for a Frosty. Fuck that.
Low battery.
sounds pretty terrifying.
Low battery.
Okay, well, let me get you a charger. God, what are you running in a hallway somewhere, Spirit? Why does it sound like that?
Low battery.
Spirit, why do you sound like R2D2 tonight? Or C3PO?
Low battery.
Okay, I'm getting you some juice. Quit, you're complaining. What do you... Sounding so weird. This is so fucking loud. Okay, I see why it's doing that. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to turn it off. Ah! Let me blind you guys while I'm trying to run the spirit box. If there's any spirits here that want to chat with us and let us know that you're here, could you please touch the REMpod? Yep. I especially like the purple button. Yeah, that's it. That's the purple button. Blue is good too. So what is it that we've read before, Molly? Like the green is the strongest? Purple is like the weakest link? Are there any spirits that would like to speak to us? I don't know how to tell you how to speak to us, but Meryl, Molly, and I are going to do an SU method soon. Probably not tonight, but sometime in the next week, maybe next Friday. or Saturday. And it would be great to have another monitor around, like if you're going to be around, or maybe Metal Rain's going to be around when we do that Estes method, so that Molly doesn't have to focus on moderating, she can focus on the questions. We're at 7 likes, so if we can get to 20 likes, then maybe Molly and I will do an Estes method. Maybe we can get to 100 likes and we'll do an Estes method, but we have been wanting to do one, we just haven't done one yet because we've been doing other things. She's been like in the really intense steps of recovering from her surgery for her ankle. Hi, are there any spirits there that would like to speak to us now? Nettle, if you want to do your reading, just put your questions in the chat. No, readings aren't done. We can do readings. Just make your payments however easy it is for you guys, and we'll do them. Sorry, here I go biting my nails again because I stopped painting them. You want to know if the fire alarm will stop chirping? Okay, what's your yes or no? See, I don't have my phone during the chat and it just keeps flying by, so let me go back and read. So I see, yes or no, will the neighbor's fire alarm ever stop chirping? It started in June. Oh, that's so creepy. That's so creepy. So creepy. Will the fire alarm ever stop across the way at Merrill's? Will it ever stop chirping? Well, that's kind of creepy. It's just face down. So let's look at the card. It says no. It's never going to stop chirping. It's going to drive you crazy and make you feel like you're in prison. There might be a lot of competition to communicate with them and have 5 of Wands. But no, it's not going to stop. But I don't know that it's a malfunction. I get like the scary vibe that it's something paranormal. Is the fire alarm chirping because it's paranormal? Spirit saying it's definitely some kind of magic in the magician. But they are being a little bit sarcastic. So you might want to kindly go over there and say, hey, here's your new battery. Do us all a favor. Take your Negan bat with you, or take mine. Can spirit go set the house on fire then? No. This is not fire starter here. Okay, that's a very interesting question, Beryl. Thank you so much for your question. Spirit, you're not going to catch the house on fire, are you? You're not going to catch anything on fire because we don't need any forest fires, you know. So Spirit's like, no, I'm not going to catch anything on fire. 10 of Wands. You're so funny, Meryl. Okay, let's get some of these questions done for you. No, Rain. You're doing the 3 yes or no. Okay. Will it stop before Christmas? Yeah, sure. But you actually you just might have to make a Christmas offering, Meryl, to make it stop. In the Knight of Cups. Like, here's a bottle of wine and a battery, bitch. Alright, let's see what your questions are. I keep looking up at the questions that Meryl left. Okay, is MAZ invested in Metal Rain? Is MAZ invested in Metal Rain? What does Metal Rain need to know about that now? Calling for Metal Rain's most trusted and strongest spirit guides on this question. Now, they might be a little bit more invested in their own self-love right now, in the Hermit and the Eight of Swords and the Page of Cups. Her birthday is Thursday. Oh wow. So Ileana, Puppy Rooney, and Tiffany have the same birthday? Wow. Metal Rain, see Ileana this week. Not unless you pursue it. Okay, in the Eight of Cups, in the Knight of Pentacles, you know, you're going to have to make an offering if you want that to happen. You know, what Spirit's saying in some of these cards, just make sure that you are focusing on what's good for you regarding that situation. Like, don't do anything that's going to trigger you. Alright? Will you go to Chicago next year alone? I hear the National Guard's going to Chicago for a party. So, yes, no, maybe so on that Spirit. What does Metal Rain need to know about going to Chicago? Spirit says yes, you will. And the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Cups. You will go to Chicago, but I think you're going to go to Chicago to meet somebody, maybe a girl, or you will meet a girl in Chicago that you like. So keep me updated. Thank you so much for your payment. Appreciate it. If you want to do 3 more questions as your freeze, we can too, or we can just wait and I'll note it down for you. Or you can remind me. There's any spirits here with us now. Would you please touch the REMpod? Please do not touch me. Please do not touch the dogs. Do not touch Frank and Dad. Do not touch the people in the chat. Do not touch the other people in the house. Do not touch any of the pets. Only touch yourself, Spirit. What are you hitting, Spirit? Yeah. Okay. Alright. You messed up on the first question? You mind fixing it so we can get it right, or were you satisfied with your answer? If you want to retype your first question, you're more than welcome to. It's not a big deal. We all make mistakes. You know, it doesn't matter if spell check got it right or wrong. Your most trusted and strongest spirit guides know what you were trying to ask anyways. It wouldn't matter if I knew the question or not. You would have still gotten the same answer you got. But if you'd like me to redo it and you'd like to retype the question just out of curiosity to see what it will say, you're more than welcome to still do that, LoveRead. Mostly the answer for that was you had asked if that specific energy was invested in you. But maybe I saw it wrong. Maybe it was interested in you. Invested means interested, I guess. But whatever you meant, like, Spirit knew what you were trying to ask. Your most trusted and Spirit, quit yelling. Unless you have something, important for us to know. Quit your gibberish now. Please. We're here to respect and remember you. So please respect us and remember that. Too, please. Okay, interested, invested. I need you. Hi, Spirit. What's your name and what would you like us to call you? Sorry, I gotta stretch. I've been here for a little while now. Maybe almost 2 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and do the free collective message. If the second free collective message if you're done for the night metal ring. Spirit, I'm calling for the most trusted and strongest spirit guides as a collective. What do we need to know about now and the not too distant future about our love lives? What would you like to tell us, spirits, about our love lives and our love in general? Not just romance, but maybe self-love too, or just love in general. You're going to have to make a choice. The choice is going to have to be made. And the Two of Swords, which is the overall energy behind this spirit message. Some of you have a very clear idea on what you do want. In this Hierophant card, you know what to be the next right thing for you is to do, but you're just not quite sure how it's going to all work out or pan out. But that's like supposed to be the mystery of life. That's supposed to be the adventure of life. Talk about it to your most trusted friends and family and loved ones. You don't have to be so prickly about it. It doesn't have to be so difficult. Let your loved ones and your friends help you. But remember, your thoughts create. But you will have to ultimately make a choice to find this Justice card, to find the balance in your love story, so that you are experiencing the kind of love you've always dreamed of. Whatever that might look like to you. It might be different than it was 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. Don't feel guilty about it. We grow, we change. Just go with the flow. Try not to put yourself on the naughty step about it. Try not to chase ideas that don't make you feel good. You know, you've got to decide, you know, what state of mind do you want to be in? Spirit, do you have any advice through the liminal space sect? Or maybe you want to say it on the spirit box, or you want to touch the REMpod before we close out the night. Aggressively hydrate, yeah, that's for sure. And let your edges be liquid. Wow. Didn't we just talk about this? Didn't we just talk about letting it flow? Like, that was my big message of the day. Just, like, you know, a lazy riverboat. Go with the flow and relax. You know, I know you work a lot, Metal Rain. I know, Molly, you work a lot, and you're working real hard right now to get back to work anymore. And I think we all experience that kind of thing, where, you know, we get overwhelmed by every day's jungle. But going with that flow instead of against it, making sure your self-care, you know, which is self-love, is in check as well. That's going to lead you further down the path of, you know, yellow brick roads instead of, what is it that you say, Merle? Yellow brick road of piss. Alright, a few more cards and then I'm gonna... It just sounds like the spirits tonight really have nothing interesting to say. But if you're there, spirits, and you want to say something to us on the spirit box before I say goodnight. Season of the Witch, enough is a feast. Okay. Are you going to be speaking to us more, Spirit, during the season of the Witch? Can we start now? It's Summerween already. Okay, next time I'll bring you a snack. If that's what you're saying, enough is a feast. If you'd like some of my water, if you're thirsty, you are asking us to aggressively hydrate. Did the spirit box just say cute or puke? My brother Rose and Richard were also supposed to go to the beach today, and I was going to have the place to myself. They didn't go. Oh, that sucks. I wouldn't miss a chance to go to the beach. That sucks. Alright, well, maybe next weekend you'll get some time alone. I'm, just curious if any spirits want to say goodnight or have any messages for us before we turn off the spirit box and say goodnight. I'll give you a few minutes. Well, that's interesting. Spirit, are you there? What are you doing tonight, Spirit? Are you here now? I'm going to turn the spirit box off and the REMpod, and you usually this kind of stuff is instant, so I'm just gonna say good night now. Everyone have a good night. Be safe. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love and light bright.